Hey guys, so yeah, I've been gone for a minute. I know. It's just life, man. We went to Texas. That video's almost done. I got somebody else working on it, so that way I don't have to do it. With all the devastation in Tennessee and North Carolina and Georgia and the two hurricanes, and well, he hasn't had much time. He was in one of the areas that was devastated, and I totally understand. I've been busy with work, trying to get some of this other stuff out. As you can see, the shop is somewhat clean and organized. And, well, that's because the red 650 is on suspension. I'd say it's pretty much done. Little bits of stuff that needs to be done. We're waiting on another bed to come in, and we'll finish that truck up in probably a couple days once the bed gets here. I think we're trying to get the bed next week, maybe the following. So it's outside. Louis is done. Rear suspension. We did some modifications on the rear suspension to fix the wear on the shocks, and what else? The red 41 that used to sit right there, well, it has an engine issue. And we started it up a couple weeks ago, and we found out that, well, it didn't run very well. Did a compression check, and we were bad on 2 cylinders. Found out that somebody floated the valves. Not me. I haven't run it. I haven't driven it. So, previous owner that bought or had that motor that my client bought it from, now my client's got to pay for it. It sucks. 8-bent push rods, 2-bent valves, pistons are good, but so we're gonna send those out, get those fixed, and if they're gonna be too damn much, we're gonna buy a set of AFRs and put them on. So y'all see the Lincoln's back. I told you in another video that car is gonna be here, and we had something special coming up for it. So in the meantime, I have been working on it, and we are getting ready to pull the engine. He said it wasn't fast enough, and he got scared. So we decided we were going to do an LS. Yeah. So we've got an LS. That one right there. And so he called me and said, hey, let's put nitrous on this. I said, it's not a race car. Let's do a turbo. So yeah, we're going to put a turbo on it. I just don't put anybody on that car or any really painted cars. It's just really Nathan and I've got a couple of helpers come in and help us out. I mean, do some grunt work that we can't do. They're going to be sanding on this car, getting it ready for my for me to paint it. But they're going to do all the rough end body work and stuff, and the stripping of that car and whatnot. So I can do some other stuff. But the Lincoln, it's getting Dakota digital gauges. It's got he went and ordered a bunch of stuff from Devious, the fuel tank, all that stuff to do the LS swap with Lincolns. I hope this exhaust manifold works in this setup. I don't know if it will. We're going to try it. Worst case scenario, I fab up one. But we're also doing a CVF front runner kit on it. It's going to have all new alternator, water pump, so on and so forth. And so, yeah. Also been working on, the whole rear suspension for the medium duty stuff. I test drove that truck, and it was impeccable. Like, it was night and day difference than any air ride that I have ridden on in these medium duty trucks. So I'm building a set for my truck, getting off the 20K setup, and going to go to my 12K setup. We're never going to have 12,000 pounds of pin weight on this truck. but I want ride quality because I do drive this truck a lot more than probably I should daily driving it. And but so we're going to do that setup this year. The bumper's going bye-bye. I like it, but I don't. So we're going to build a new bumper, got a different design for it. We're going to still keep the fog lights in it, and all the lights on the bottom, but we're going to change up a whole bunch of stuff on the front, make it look a little bit more, not futuristic, but maybe more modern. Okay. Plus, we're going to repaint the truck this winter. We're repainting the truck, and we are painting the chassis. We are going to, since we're going to 4-link the rear, we are going to notch it. We're going to go, I'm going to try to get another 3 to 4 inch drop out of the rear. The front, if you look, I've got everything broke off there, so that way I can measure it up. I'm designing what I've been trying to do for a year now as a new spindle. We're going to do a 3-inch drop spindle. I'm going to try to do a 3-inch drop spindle. And we're also going to do a 4-link. We're going to do a 4-link on the front, get rid of the air over spring for ride quality and handling. And we're going to move the airbag off that spring and down lower behind the steering so we can get it a little bit lower. We're also going to go to a little bit bigger bag. We're going to go to a double bellow bag, so that way I can get some more ride quality out of it that way. Not to mention we're going to put a steering stabilizer in it, and because it does get a little bit of wobble in it every now and again, but you know, it's to be expected. We're going to move the air intake to the front. I'll take you over there where the transmission cooler is. And we're going to build some ductwork there. So we're going to move this setup. We're going to go to a bigger one. It's going to go down in there. And then we're going to put an air intake system here, so that way we can take said air cleaner and put it in said spot. And then, I don't know, we may end up painting all this stuff too, just cleaning it all up, painting all that stuff there. I'm not trying to make a show truck, but you know, I do want it to look good. And space, so now we can be able to do another car for me. We got a lot of parts. It's going to be a lot more labor and a lot more material, but I've been hanging on to chassis material that I bought probably 2 years ago, and it's here. So between the white truck and the new project won't be done this year. No, it won't, but you'll see a lot of it. I'm hoping that maybe one day somebody might see it and go, you know what, I want that in my booth. Well, maybe one day it will be. Maybe this thing will be in a booth one day. I don't know. It's kind of like my goal, I guess. I just like building shit. So, okay. White truck, repaint, blue chassis, running boards, 2 new tanks because I'm over the steel tank deal. That was our problem in Texas, is I packed the fuel pump full of trash. And looked at your grid heater. If your exhaust pressure sensor is that clogged up, you need to check it out. So, this next clip right here, this is what I pulled out. So, this right here, I was losing fuel pressure. Now, granted, these tanks I washed out before I used them. Apparently not very good. So now, got a new one on there, and we're going to, once I get back, I'm gonna redo it again, because that's sand. That's dirt.
It looks like red clay.
Yeah. So there's that. This is how it is after I cleaned it. So now it works. Today I drove it to Oak Ridge, go look at another car that we've done some work on, and you'll see it in another video, I hope, if I can remember to record it. But that car, or that, man, I'll tell you what, it drives totally different. Totally different. I couldn't believe it. Just could not believe it. It just, there's no lag at first like it used to. Man, I mean, that was the one thing I really hated about it. And it feels like it's got more power. I don't see how it couldn't have more power. I really don't.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Yeah, so make sure you check your grid heaters, guys. You probably need to look at your grid heater as well, because I've heard down the line that the bolts that hold the grid together fall down in the intake and go in the engine and do all sorts of shit and damage. So, okay, guys. Cab over is getting worked on as soon as the TA has all the rust repair done on it. I'm not pulling him off until that truck is done. It's sitting there. He's got the floor in it. He's got the floor in it. Just need to bead roll it and weld it in. And that's going to be this upcoming, as soon as this TA is ready to go to the paint booth. That's his only job that he's got to do. Only job. I want it gone. My client probably wants it back. I love that truck. I really do. I really, really do. But it needs to be gone. The glass will be here next week. Also, I got a 55 Chevy two-door Bel Air coming in. It's 2-inch chop. So we're going to cut the glass for it next week. I'll make a video on that too. Do some time lapses and whatnot, and see if I can't get somebody to video it, because it's not hard. It's just aggravating. When you got all that stuff in the floor, it's just aggravating. Okay, guys, I'm done rambling. If you want to see something else, if you want to see the Lincoln more, that car more, let me know. You want to see more work on the TA? Let me know. You got questions on the TA? Let me know. If you got questions on the Watt truck, let me know. Just let me know. You want to see some more fab work? I want some more fab work. So, yeah, here we go. If you need suspension work for a medium duty, 4300, F650, 750, holler at me. Be more than happy to help you, or try to at least help you out. You want a front and rear air ride? I've got it. You want anything you've seen on this truck? Let me know. Love to get in doing some more of the parts. We can do the install too. I don't have a problem with that. We just need to coordinate with parts and materials and backlog. But just let me know. Holler at me, www.tennesseecoachworks.com, or TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Google. We're all there. Just check us out, man. See you next time.